Hey guys, hope you're alright. Today was I don't even know what today was, but let's get into it and we'll find out together. So, during the after hour session, 1 hour before London Open, we had this price action right here on the chart. We claimed the previous day equilibrium. We're uptrending on the 5 and 30 minutes. And this is the second backtest of the 24 EMA. We had one earlier with a backtest of the previous day equilibrium. I wasn't paying attention when we had this one, so I missed it. So at this point, I just saw this trade and I decided to enter with 2 micros. And my plan was valid where my stop loss was. Well, I shouldn't move my stop loss or take profits. So in this trade, I decided, you know what, we're in an uptrend. Maybe we're going to trend into New York and I'm going to fill my take profit one at 40 ticks and my take profit two maybe it's going to transform into a runner. Sorry about the yawning. And yeah, at this point, I just was patiently waiting for price to develop. As you can see, we started going higher and higher and higher. My TP1 was set at 40 ticks. My TP2 was pretty far away. But at this point, I changed my position size to one contract and let's see what happens. I'm going to fast forward a bit. So yeah, I placed my stop loss to entry even though we did not hit my take profit one. So this was a mistake to begin with because I should have just let the trade develop and play out as it should have, but I already closed out of one position and I left the other as a runner. So instead of letting the trade play out and don't move my stop loss or my take profit, I did that. So it just turned out to be a bad decision because I poorly managed this trade due to my emotions. So in special, I'm referring to fear now because the trade would have played out, but my fear of leaving profits on the table or of not realizing profits made me take this impulsive decision. And yeah, I regretted it. So you'll see this happen all throughout the day until I decide to approach trading in a new manner, but we'll get to that later. So I took profit one, $8. It's not a lot, but I'm trading with 11 accounts. So yeah, that should account for a little bit. But right now I'm in profit like $20 across 20 accounts, even more. So that's a lot of money. Even now, like I'm 30 something dollars in profit, but I decide not to take profits and just leave it as a runner and walk away. So I walked away from the computer and yeah, I let the trade develop. I was $30 in profit at the highest, and then price started to reverse, and not long after it stopped me out at break even. So this was okay. I didn't fuss about it. So right now we backtested before going forward, let me just say this, that I fumbled that trade because I only took $8 out of it and I got stopped at break even. Even though I could have been $60 in profit with 2 contracts, or just win $50 in that trade, because had I not moved my take profit or my stop loss in that trade, I would have hit both my 40 and 50 tick stop loss and I would have netted a $50 win in that trade alone. So afterwards, I decided to enter with 4 contracts because we're maintaining 5-minute market structure and we also took the highs and we backtested the 24 EMA and the 50% of this 5-minute engulfing candle. So I like this trade, but yeah, let's see what happens. So the trade starts chopping around my entry. So at this point, I decide to, or I already start to develop some kind of emotions here, some kind of fear that I don't want to be stopped out at stop loss because I would lose $80. So you can see that I already started scaling out of the position. Again, this was a mistake because I did not accept the risk of the trade. This trade had a way bigger position size that I was comfortable with losing. So when price started going against me, I started scaling out of the position. And you'll see that my stop loss is at 127.5. So let's move forward. Price just came and front ran my take profit by 2 points and it reversed from here and it went ahead and hit my take profit. So you can see here that this is the place where I exited the trade, and not long after, the trade went ahead and would have went in profit again. So I entered a one contract long here, and this is 5 minutes before New York Open. And this is a type of impulsive trade or a trade based on revenge trading because I fumbled that previous trade so bad. But right now I'm trying to minimize my risk and place my stop to break even, but I just end up getting stopped here in this trade. So that's unfortunate. And right now New York opens and I plan to go with the buyers who are in control because sellers try to push price lower. They couldn't manage to do that. So I just entered when we reclaimed the New York Open level. And I place my stop pretty low and my take profit pretty high, but I close for a win this trade. So this trade was the first good trade that I took during today's trading session. So you can see that it came after the first trade that I fumbled. I moved my take profit. I became greedy and I ended up winning $8. The second trade I got scared because I traded with an oversized position with 4 micros and I didn't want to lose $80 in that trade. So it just ended up not working because I started scaling out of the position. Price reversed because it front ran my stop loss by $2. And afterwards, it would have hit my take profit, or I would have been at break even and I would have had another chance to get out of break even. So looking back, a lot of bad decisions out of greed or fear. So moving forward, my main goal will be to just have a set TP or stop loss, and that would always be at around 40-50 ticks, and just let the trade stop me out or take profit at those targets. Or it's not worth it, in my opinion, to just move the take profit or the stop loss while in the middle of the trade. So you can see here that I entered this trade and it's basically a type of momentum trade. I shouldn't have taken it, but I placed my stop to break even and I get stopped at break even. You can see here that I let the video show that it would have hit my take profit had I let the trade play out. Again, I entered this trade because we backtested the New York Open and the New York VWAP, and it goes into profit. But then I got greedy again. I moved my take profit even higher, and price just went and hit my initial take profit that I moved and then reversed. So I lost that trade due to greed again. So right now in this trade, I decided to enter with 3 micros because we lost all of that New York upward move and we backtested the New York Open, the New York VWAP, and the 24 EMA, and I moved my stop higher. And I'll move it once again higher. The stop is pretty wide in this case, and that started giving me some fear emotion. And due to that, I was already thinking about placing my stop to break even to protect myself because I didn't want to lose so much in this trade. So you can see that I'm underwater. And as soon as price starts going into my direction, I want to move the stop loss in profit. And you can see that I'm doing that prematurely because let's see if I wait until take profit 1 is hit. I wait until take profit 1 is hit. That's good. But I should have just placed my stop loss to break even, not so far below, because this is just choking the trade. And this is a bad thing to do because I would have taken both take profits had I not done this mistake. I'm just choking the trade at this point and I get stopped at break even, and I let the video play out so you can see that the trade, it would have stopped me out had I let it to break even because price retraced and then went lower. But nonetheless, in hindsight, this was a good decision, but price went all the way down to my take profit, so I should have just, let the stop loss higher. Okay, so I started recording myself because I have some problems letting trades play out. So I figured the best way to hold myself accountable is to record myself and just talk through live my emotions, whatever I'm thinking and feeling while I'm in the trade. So to be aware and not take decisions based on my emotions and just be as objective as possible in the trade. And try to let hold the trade till take profit or invalidation. And this is a type of trade that is based on the D-shaped profile that we have today. The trend or the delta is not with us, so you can see that we're going higher on negative delta. NQ is also rejecting from the 1 hour trail. So at this point we bounce from the 24 EMA and I placed my stop below the 5 minute low here at 74.5. And this is where I want to be out of the trade if I'm going to get stopped out. And yeah, it's a trade taken on the Apex account because I'm willing to risk this money or this profit for this trade to play out, or see if this trade is going to play out. So I'm just going to be patient and try to respect my rules, because I'm just having a hard time doing that lately. And yeah, you'll just see me do that in a live manner. So yeah, nothing else to add. So I'll just shut up and see how this trade plays out. It's a bit easier when I take it with an evaluation account because it's not real money, so I'm not risking real money on the line. But still, it's, I think, good practice for me to do this, and we'll see if this plays out or not. So at the moment, I'm $75 in profit, and by the time this takes to play out, I'm already thinking of exiting, because I saw that the last time we bounced from the previous day equilibrium, we didn't even hit the New York view up. So I'm thinking, like, why would we hit it right now if we didn't do it in the last time? But yeah, we did close the 30-minute candles above the previous day equilibrium, although we're in a one time framing local downtrend here on the 30-minute. So we'll see if this trade has enough power to continue towards my take profit or not. But yeah, I'm at the moment $1,000 in profit on my evaluation on Apex, so I'm risking half of that on this trade. It's not the best trade in this environment, but it's still a trade I think worth taking. My entry is not the best here, because we're in this type of squat day, but we did gain acceptance back into the daily value area low. So I'm just waiting to see if this is going to play out or not. Yeah, it's way easier to let this trade play out compared with trading my real account, because I don't really care about winning or losing on this one. But on the other one, yeah, it's a bit harder to be so objective, or to just not let my emotions get involved. So yeah, as you can see, we're struggling to close a 5-minute candle above the 24 EMA. We still have 4 minutes, so it's a long time. We made these equal highs on the 1 minute. So yeah, just curious what will happen. We are still defending previous bar highs on the 30-minute. And the price action is quite slow. It's Monday, all day has been slow, so yeah. A better trade would have been a backtest entry here on the previous day equilibrium. So we would have had our take profit hit by now. This has already gone up 24 ticks. Just patiently waiting now to see if it's going to go up higher or just fall from here, because the delta is not following the uptrend. If the view up continues to go lower and lower, I might consider this closing this 1 tick sooner, because I just don't want to be stopped for, well, not stopped, but not take my profit for 1 tick. But let's get there first, and I'll consider closing when we get closer. This trade will most likely stop me out now, because we did close another 5-minute candle below the 24 EMA. And yeah, we are protecting the previous bar highs on the 30-minute. And we would close this 1-minute candle below the 24 EMA. So the trend is weakening. NQ is also going lower, and the delta is trending down on both assets. So was I not making this experiment, I would have closed this trade now and exit the trade for $250, $300 loss. But yeah, I just said that I'd let it hit my take profit or invalidation. So I'm going to force myself to take the $500 loss in this one. Even though the smart thing to do is just to get out, trying to build good habits here, good trading habits. So that's more important at the moment. Even though I have less problems taking a loss when I'm in a losing trade, and I have bigger problems when I'm in profit. But yeah, this was the trade. So by how price is moving, I don't really have enough confidence to get back into a trade at the moment. So let's see how things will evolve. So I saw this 24 EMA reaction after we closed a 30-minute candle below previous day equilibrium, and we opened a new 30-minute candle, and we started trading below the previous day equilibrium with the one-time framing on the 5-minute. Right now, we backtested the 24 EMA, and we have a nice reaction, and we're also 2.5 minutes away from the new session opening. So I expect some new volume and volatility to come in 2 minutes. Hopefully, this 5-minute candle will close below the prior one. So that's why my stop is up here. If this 5-minute candle doesn't close below my stop loss, then I will most likely get stopped. If it will close below, the probabilities I think will be to take out the lows. So let's see. Currently underwater, 112. Delta starting to become green in the last candle, and just not continue with the same strength towards lower. Yeah, so you can see delta curling up here and on the chart. This trade might also be a loser, but that's the risk of the business. Yeah, we'll get stopped. Unfortunately, 2 ticks away, NQ is pushing higher. I am tempted to move my stop loss above the previous day EQ. I just got stopped. So this was the trade. We bounced from previous day value low, and I think I'll end the trading day here. Don't want to push my luck. Took 2 big losses on this valuation, wasted all of my profits. And yeah, my account now is, as you can see, on break even, but my trading threshold has gone up by 1,000. So I have only 1.5K left in this account, and the other accounts have positive balance and P&L for today, but still they're only $35 in profit. So you can see that this was the first trade. Let's see how the new session opens. This is the open of the new session. NQ is pushing higher. I'm tempted to long here, but yeah, this is kind of impulsive and a FOMO trade because I don't have a clear stop loss in this trade. So I am thinking of taking a short on NQ here with 3 contracts. Let's try. This is one. I'll place my stop above. Take profit at the lows.
Cancel.
At least. Yeah, let me go a little bit
Build.
heavier
Build.
in this one. I might lose this evaluation. So if this trade doesn't play out, yeah, it's most likely going to burn this evaluation account. ES is going lower. I want to scale out of this position, but I said I won't do that, so I'll just wait for my take profit to be hit. And yeah, I think this is a good time to move my stop loss to break even because we've traveled quite far and I don't want to be losing this trade anymore. So let me do just that. We're starting to go back. Look at this. Price came towards my take profit, but didn't fill me. Unfortunately, that's pretty annoying. Yeah, let's hope for another push down. Yeah, I got filled. I made back my $1,000. This was a success in terms of trade management. So I've done what I planned. It's with a evaluation. Nonetheless, I did hold this trade until my take profit. I did not scale out of the trade, so I'm pretty happy. I took 2 losses on the chin. I could have exited both a bit earlier and minimized my losses, but I made a point out of holding till take profit or invalidation. And one of the trades played out, the other 2 didn't, but overall I'm break even. Today was a break even day. Look at price just falling down. Yes, losing the previous day value low. We're trying to and going for the overnight low. Yeah, I think we're going to see continuation lower if that's going to happen.